I feel so dumb talking about dragging the elbow. Like normally, like in racing, you don't care about this stuff.
Wow,
so
you remember when you first came?
Yeah, I was all excited every time.
Yeah, well, that's exactly it. Yeah.
Just been counting, never lounging, climbing up mountains, bouncing back, step in the ring, about to step back. Yeah, learn hot when I get on the track. I like it louder the most. Watching all these shit just put down to the go. If I can't decide, I'ma probably get both. We can celebrate, but right now I'm a toast. Resurrect the ghost.
All right, guys, right here at Auto Club Speedway. It's a really exciting day. We got the whole Graves Kawasaki crew out here with one of their ZX6s. I haven't rode the bike, but I know Chuck, pretty much anything he produces is gonna be great. But more importantly, we're out here with Freshnlean today, and we are practicing for what's gonna be our attempt at a Guinness World Record. It's a record that hasn't been set yet, so we get to kind of set the bar, but they also gave us kind of what we need to be above. We're gonna go for the world's fastest elbow drag. So we gotta be above 105 miles an hour, and we gotta do it for 30 meters. So I'm really looking forward to see if we can do it. I'm a little bit nervous. We're gonna try and do it on the apron coming out of turn 1 and 2. You know, back in the day, I think we were getting at like 120 miles an hour there or something, so I know we have the speed, but I just don't know if we can carry the lean angle right there or not. But we're gonna find out. I'm really excited and ready to hit the track.
What are you doing
now? Performing surgery on my suit. Hopefully I do it right. I'm swapping the airbag out. So the suits have this airbag in it. It's connected right here. And so basically when we crash, if we crash.
And holy shit! We'll always love you. I can't believe you did this to me, goddamn!
This airbag deploys, kind of poofs up the suit. We're trying dangerous stuff today. 105 mile an hour plus elbow drag video, so gotta be prepared for anything. This thing has saved my ass more times than I can remember, so I want to have it on. Normally there's somebody at the track that does this for me. I know that sounds like I'm super spoiled, but usually don't want to have racers doing stuff like this because we're not very smart. And now I got a camera filming me, so I'm nervous.
Yeah, set me free and give me death, there ain't no other choices. When I lay down to go to sleep, I keep on hearing voices. Little whispers in my head, man, is you fake a lawyer? Why no water, that designer, baby, pick your poison. These little demons living underneath my bed, creeping. Know the real, my soul lives above them all, sleeping. That subtle breathing in your closet every single evening. Thought you never see me again, looks can be deceiving. When they hear the sound of the drum, they'll be saying, oh Lord, here they
All right, so we just finished up session 1. It's gonna be a lot harder than I thought it was. Just hit this track. It's not so much, you know, the speed and getting the bike leaned over that far. It's just what track you're at, what corner. This track doesn't provide a lot of areas to do it. So the turn we were thinking about doing it in, it will be the only chance that we have to be able to carry that much speed and get the elbow down. But right now I'm, you know, quite a bit off being able to get my elbow down that far, get the bike to lean over that far. I don't want to, you know, set this record and be one of those squid guys you see like hanging off the bike 5 feet. I want to actually get the bike leaned over and be a proper, you know, good bit of lean on the bike. So a little bit bummed out right now, but I think you know, get the bike dialed in a little bit more for me. I can get a little bit more comfortable on it, carry a little bit more speed to that corner, because it's not going to be one of those things where you know, you're like coming up to a corner thinking about like, okay, I'm just going to carry as much lean as I can. It's got to be like a race pace kind of scenario. I have to be going into this corner just like I would in a race to be able to carry that lean angle. It's just like a bucket of water. You know, you spin a bucket of water. If you're not spinning it fast enough, the water's gonna fall out. It's kind of the same thing. You can't do what we're trying to accomplish without carrying enough speed to get there. So, yeah, we're gonna go out again and try it, and yeah, just try and get more comfortable on the bike and just work our way there. You know, we're not trying to set the record today. We're just seeing if it's possible. So see if we can do it at this track, and if we can't, we got to start looking at other tracks to go to. I was thinking about Riverside and Buttonwillow. I'm not very good to the rights, I'm better to the left, so if we could do Buttonwillow counterclockwise, that's like a backup option for here. Sweet. So that was was that second session out? Yeah, second session. We're getting closer. We looked at the data. We're like 115 miles an hour. So I was wrong. We actually had to go 109 miles an hour. So we're above the minimum speed that we have to do. Now we just got to get the elbow down and get it for the whatever it is, 30 meters or 100 feet, something like that. So getting more and more comfortable on the bike. We're going to do some things to get me a little bit more comfortable at the front end of the bike, move the bars a little bit. Right now I'm kind of raised up in a weird position, so I want to be over the front and a little bit lower and make it a little bit easier to get my elbow down, but also just more comfortable at the front end of the bike. First impressions of the ZX6 are great. I mean, man, the bike's fun to ride. I was able to get used to it pretty quick. It wasn't, I'm the only 600 I've ever rode is the R6, so I'm super used to riding Graves R6s for 10 years or so. So it's got a lot of the same parts on it that I'm used to on the R6, just because it's Graves stuff. But the bike does everything pretty well. The only thing that's a little weird to me is that it doesn't have auto blip. So the downshifts don't have auto blip. Obviously, I have quick shifter still for my upshifts, but downshifts I'm having to do it old school, pulling the clutch, blip the throttle. So I'm not used to that. It feels like pretty old technology, but that's just what they have to work with on that bike. The bike's not capable of doing the auto blip for the super sport class. So bike's fun to ride. Like I said, was able to get used to it really well. Speed feels good, handling's good. We have the super soft front on that Dunlop provides. I'm not a big fan of the super soft. I like running 2 compounds above that, the 129. So I feel a little bit weird on the front end right now, a little squishy feeling. But yeah, just getting used to everything a little bit at a time. The bike, the track, trying to, like I said, change the path of the track, right? It's not really my normal line that I'm taking to try and get what we're going after here done. So it's been fun though, just hanging out with all these guys. Fresh and Lean crew here is really fun to hang out with, and just excited to be part of this project and able to just try to do something like this. It's always Guinness World Record book's always been something cool that I've liked looking at, since a little kid. It's like Ripley's Believe It or Not kind of deal. So pretty neat that I'm able to be a part of something like this and just try to get my name in that book. So yeah, thanks to Freshnlean crew for allowing us to do this with them and for providing the bike from Graves to ride. It's a good bike to be able to try and do this on. And yeah, we're getting closer and closer. So got the speed down, got the lean angle down. We're just like this far from getting the elbow down, which I feel like a track day guy saying that. I feel like, not a track day guy, but like a squid. Like, oh, I almost got my elbow down. I feel like I'm a little kid again. So it's a little weird, but we're just having fun with it and trying to do something new and exciting for the sport. So we'll keep trying. That was better. We lowered, what did you guys do? You lowered the whole bike, right? To get a little bit closer to the ground and feel a little bit better. But it was better, but I just don't think. Try again, we'll keep riding and try, but I don't know if that corner offers enough. It's a little bumpy, actually it's really bumpy. And being able to get the lean that we need, I don't know if it's possible. And even if we get the lean, I don't know if we'd be able to keep it long enough, keep the elbow on the ground long enough to actually be able to have the record. So yeah, we gotta talk about it and figure out what we're gonna do, but it's good to just get some time on the bike and prepare for it. So maybe go to the next track and try it there maybe. I kind of like in the videos you do with me when you're just filming and I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, because then it's just like real. I feel like a reality star. That's a wrap. See you at Buttonwillow.
Don't break my lens.
All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Had a good day out here, but yeah, I got to go to Buttonwillow to finish this elbow drag video. It's unfortunate, but it's all part of the journey and all part of the fun. So check back next week. Me and Nick are going up to San Jose BMW to pick up my 2020 S1000. Pretty excited about that. We're gonna go on a road ride, have some fun on those things. Nick will have a video on his channel and I'll have a video on mine, so stay tuned and see you next week.
Said, are you with me now?